to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel of our Lord, the stern of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just an in transit. Didn't have a particular title, just a couple of things I've been meditating on through the spirit pretty much throughout the day and since I got off work. How this new Marburg virus that Esau was talking about, that's gonna be, I'll put it to you this way, this new thing that E is gonna release called the M virus, and I'll have to be careful on how I say it because this devil, man, you know, he's still taking down videos like KC Priest. That shit got a strike on it out the blue, and I haven't uploaded on that page in over a month or so. So I saw a clip of this Edomite woman, man, like she was transforming into like this zombie looking creature. Like her eyes started off as being bloodshot red, then she started getting like these shingles and boils and shit all over her body. Then it looked like she put on this excess weight and she just looked gone, man. And that shit happened within a matter of 4 days. I believe she took the video back in earlier this month, and she's asking everybody to pray for her, X, Y, and Z. But see, the Most High is getting ready to humble you people, man, okay? Because we've been telling you and we told you time and time again not to trust this man, not to trust this devil, okay? And we don't care about the Edomites, but we're talking about our own people, okay? You so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American, man. You're the Israelites that the Bible talks about. We're talking about you. And we told you day one not to trust your enemy, okay? Because like the scriptures say, so is iron rusted, so is his wickedness. But you tribes, you insist on going down there. You went to them damn to them stations, and you drunk all the ketchup, man. You drunk the Kool-Aid. Now you people getting ready to experience adverse reactions, man, to this thing. Whenever they turn on these particular towers and these certain frequencies, because in that hydrogel, whatever they call that shit, they have some type of mutation in that particular chemical, man, and it's within you people's bodies, and you people are getting sick from it, man. You're even shedding the protein around people that ain't take the juice, and it's causing people that didn't take the juice to kind of get a little disoriented. And I believe that's kind of what I've been suffering from the last 8 months or so from time to time. Like it got better, but it's like certain things that cause like an autoimmune response, you know, to like certain pathogens and certain chemicals and viruses that your body fights off, you know. And all these people around us, they all juiced up, they drunk the Kool-Aid. So now it's just a matter of time when Esau pushed that button. All you people, man, hey, like Apostle Tar said, man, the death is getting ready to be in the millions. Okay, so brothers, families, you women, children. In my case, I have a child, but she doesn't stay with me, unfortunately. But hey, her mom took that juice, and everybody I know on that side of the family, including my family, they all took that juice. And I warned them, and I told them, I said, look, this is going to be the deal behind that. You take that juice, then something is going to happen to you down the line. You may not feel it now, you may not feel it next week, you may not feel it next year, but it's like laying dormant in your body, okay? And the minute that it comes out, then it's a done deal. It's kind of like the AIDS, it's kind of like the HIV. It lies dormant for so many years to the point it kills all your T cell count. And when it chapter, man, it says, hey, and hey, we're the men of the Lord, whether you believe it or not, whether we fit the category of you guys' social status of whoever deemed to be prophets. But hey, we've been speaking on this thing, and hey, it's coming to pass, man. All right. Same thing with this whole Germany/Russia pipeline, this Nord Stream pipeline nonsense, man, which we believe that was a sabotage attack, because now Germany and Western Europe is going to be plunged into economic chaos. Okay, and it's looking like they're not getting ready to have the power or the heat they need to sustain themselves throughout this winter time, and they were already predicting a bad winter, man. Okay, so prophecy is being fulfilled, judgment is getting ready to go forth, and hey, man, brothers, the only thing I can say is gird up your spiritual loins, man, and your physical loins, because the scriptures say, hey, be ye courageous. We got to be courageous. We got to be courageous in this time. You know, we can't be afraid. We can't be, oh shit, what if? Nah, we're too deep in the game now to come up with that what if spirit. You know, so we got to kind of really buckle down and really put our mind and decipher what the hell is getting ready to happen. Because loved ones, people we cared about, people we was once tight with, they getting ready to die, man. Okay, if not that, something else is going to take them out because, hey, when the dollar collapses, which it will collapse, which I was looking at the, I think it was the Joe Rogan show today. Basically, they was saying how the dollar is collapsing and how the housing market has decreased to 22% in sale of homes, man. Okay, because the housing market, yeah, it's a buyer's market, but it's not a seller's market. So you can buy homes, okay, for a little to nothing interest rate, but hey, who's going to pay for it on the back end? You people. Because you're not going to be able to get the equity from those homes that you put into it because the feds are raising interest rates, you know? So these are just things to really take into consideration and wrap your mind around the times we're living in because, hey, it's getting ready to get big out here. Okay, December 13th, the establishment of the digital currency. However they're going to do it, we don't know if they're going to put the dollar out of circulation at that time. We don't know if they're going to extend it to next year. We don't know what they're going to do. But this shows us they're in the time frame of setting up this new world order. Okay, so they need things to go quick. No matter how sloppy, no matter how incapacitated that it seems, they're gonna still go forth with it, man. Because hey, the Lord got them on a spiritual time frame. Like I was hearing that when they opened up the portal to CERN, basically I heard that the Most High was something from the fourth dimension or the other side, as they call it, sent a message saying that you've been met. And you can read about the writing on the wall in Daniel, the 5th chapter, when basically Daniel told him, I think it was Belshazzar at the time, he told him, he said, well, look, man, hey, you've been measured. The Lord is getting ready to bring you down. You're going to fall to Darius the Mede, okay, because the Medes took down the Babylonians at that time, okay, which I believe it was like a one-day war or something like that. I got to go back over the history. It's been a minute, but nonetheless, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he's showing us things in the spirit. And if you're not in the spirit to see it, you're going to miss something, man. Okay, because, you know, it's just a lot of shit happening. People are losing their minds. The homelessness is all over the place. You know, people robbing, stealing, looting. People being ambushed, man. You know, women are setting up jakes. You know, you go on these marketplaces and try to buy certain things. You never know who you're dealing with, man. You could deal with somebody that's trying to rob you. You know, like I'm in the process of looking, you know, for some things to buy. And, you know, people, they'll brush up, then they'll fall back. As part of me, like, I don't even know if these people are legit. You know, so it's just, hey, but everybody is on hard times. So, you know, us as men of the Lord, we got to stay focused. You know, we got to remain occupied in prophecy, because it tells you in Sirach, the 39th chapter, 1st verse, it says those that will be or be occupied in prophecy, and they will set their mind on dark parables and be conversant in things such as, man. Okay, so Revelation 19:10, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is what? The spirit of prophecy. So we're going to come in the spirit of prophecy because, hey, we're the men of the Lord. Okay? But going back to this whole Embark virus, and I say it that way, yeah, so everybody that took the juice, allegedly, they're going to suffer from this new thing. Because me personally speaking, and I speak as a man when I say this, you know, I mean, we had different facts and articles that came out and solidified it. But, you know, Esau always changed shit. He paints a wide picture, or a broad brush, or a wide picture, however you want to call it. But see, what he does is he goes back and he redacts on information. He put it out there, then he put in disinformation or misinformation. But I was reading that everybody that took that WAP, basically they got that shit dormant in them. Everybody. And majority of the people in this country took that shit, man. I think at least 60-70% of the people took that juice, man, because they got afraid, you know? They got afraid. They didn't have any faith. People was getting threatened with their jobs. You know, like my mother, for example, I kept asking her, I'm like, well, did you take it? Did you take it? And she kept dancing around the fact. You know, kind of like when Kevin Hart, he asked his grandpa, like, last time you had some pussy, grandpa. And then he was like, well, you know, and then he making up a bunch of excuses and shit. And she was kind of doing the same thing. In the back of my mind, I'm like, I know this crazy ass woman who took it. Just go ahead and be honest. But I had to find out through a fucking third party that she took it, and she still won't come forward with it, man. You know, but shit like that, because she kept making up the excuses were her job. But I'm like, eventually we getting ready to lose these fucking jobs, man. So you can't put your, like the scriptures say, man, you can't put your faith, and you can't put your strength in the riches of this world. Okay, it tells you that in Ezekiel the 7th chapter about people that buy it, merchandise, etc. He that sell it, let him be as he that's not gonna buy it. You know? So everybody, man, y'all getting ready to get fucked up out here. And it's a good thing. You know why? Because, hey, like I said, we warned you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We said it. Okay? See a couple of precepts here. Shalom Akim, to the Akwathium, brothers, sisters on the comment board that's tuning in. Shalom, Yahabashim, Yahabashah, Brakatham. Hey, but Baba Kushah, somebody can post scripture, Ezekiel, the 7th chapter, started like verses 13, Baba Kushah. And also 2nd Esdras 16, and started like verses 40. That's a good one, because the scriptures say when these evils come, be as pilgrims on the earth. Okay, Tazar Banyamin, Isaiah 30:3. It says, therefore should the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, right? And modern day Pharaoh is Esau, Edom. Okay, trusting in a society, because America or Babylon the Great is spiritual Egypt. Like America has a lot of spiritual surnames or spiritual titles to it. Okay, in Egypt being our first captivity and our last captivity, because everything is parabolic through the scriptures, man. You know, but it says, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion, because now you got people that didn't take the juice, yet they're still working. And then you got people, they basically redacted on the different mandates, you know, the face diapers. Now you can go to California, now you can go to these other liberal cities, and you don't have to get the you know what in you. You know what I'm saying? And you would be cool. But all the people that took that shit in the initial time, now they're looking stupid, man, because they didn't hold off. They got afraid. The jobs threatened them. They didn't even think about exemptions. You know, but now all of a sudden they run down there and they put their faith in Esau. And a lot of you people that took that shit in order to keep your jobs, 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to retire from that job, man. So just like, how stupid can you be? How dumb can you be? You know, you take a jab to work for a city or state government, and all of a sudden your ass get fired 3 months later. Stupid, man, because you people, you don't count the cost. All right. But yep, Banyam and Yasharala, the water, brother, Ezekiel 7:13. It says, for the seller should not return to that which is sold. Right. So like all this prime real estate here in Kansas City, right? They're building this city up because they're expecting people from California, New York, due to mass inflation, to run to cheaper cities like this. So hence they raise the rates up on people that live here. So a person in California making, let's say, $250,000, $500,000 a year. Let's say they making $500,000 a year. That's more than enough to live out here. So they can easily sell these homes for $200,000, $300,000, $1 million homes, because they know people from out of town that's gonna buy it. Especially if they can work remotely and have their job out in the West Coast, but they can move here and work remotely. That ain't nothing to them, man. But they're building up all this prime real estate, and none of this shit gonna sell, because the people here don't have that kind of money for real. And the people that's living here, they're moving. Okay, so that's a perfect scripture there. Going back to verses 13, it says, for that which is sold, although they were yet alive, because ain't nobody gonna have any revenue, no money. The shit is gonna cease to exist. It's gonna come to an abrupt halt. Why? Because, hey, things are getting ready to shut down. You know, like we've been speaking on, especially when they put that MOTB in your face. They're gonna have some type of crisis that's gonna make you people bow down and take the mark. And it says, for the vision is touching the whole multitude thereof, which should not return, meaning all you people. Okay. And it says, neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. All right. And the iniquity is sin on top of sin. You know, you got these MMA fighters or these people that train in martial arts. By the way, that's why I stopped studying at a school, because there's too many simps in there. You know, we go in there, we train. People got this type of aura about them, and my type of spirit, I'm like, well, shit, I'll fuck the whole, you know, just me being presumptuous, just me speaking as a man. I'm like, well, shit, let's go. Let's do what we got to do. So I try not to get in that spirit, because I get vexed with niggas on the outside easily. But regardless of that, people that study the MMA, right? They do all this hardcore training. They lifting weights, they're doing the chin-ups and the pull-ups. But that's not gonna sufficient. That's not gonna have you to be sufficient in the times we coming into. You know, you're not gonna be able to come out here. You ain't gonna stop a bullet fighting a martial art troop, man. Okay, you ain't gonna be able to put a martial art troop or a Gurkha troop or a Spatnash troop in an arm bar, or you ain't gonna be able to put him in an ankle hold. All right, because he's gonna blow your ass away. You know, like all these strong cock diesel niggas out here, they stunt for the camera, for the gram, as they like to call it. Man, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing, because it's scriptures say that the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight, and they should become as women. So all that shit that you niggas are doing, you women too, a lot of times women, they be training in MMA, they going to the gun range, they shooting shit. But I'm like, yo, I'm like, look, your 10-round magazine to your 380 is not gonna stop a FEMA troop, man. That's not gonna stop a bunch of hardened criminals that's looking to get some box. That's not gonna stop that, because it's a mindset out here that you have to survive, man. And majority of you people, you're not gonna survive. Starting with you Israelites, because you got a lot of Israelites out there that was teaching against the MOTB. Like IUIC, for example. They was teaching against it. They had 3 different breakdowns for the damn chip. But all of a sudden now they kind of saying it that it's the MOTB, the RFID chip. But then again, you know, they saying that you can take it and get salvation. So which is it? Can you take it, or are you going to be destroyed when you take it? Which is it, man? Because guys like them, they're not looking forward to the end of this society, man. Because they like their worldly titles. They like sitting in the uppermost seats and having men to look up at them like they're the great orator or something, you know. And that's the spirit that those guys come in. They come in that spirit. But the scriptures say that he that is first should be last and the last should be first. So hey, they're gonna get brought down a peg or two. But finishing on Ezekiel 7 and 14, it says, they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go into the battle. For my wrath is upon this multitude, right? Because we're blowing the trumpet, we're telling you of the impending danger. We're saying, look, man, judgment, judgment, judgment. Like when Noah was out there building the ark, hey, they was scoffing Noah. They didn't believe in him, you know, ridiculed him, probably assaulted him, threw shit at him. But then when the flood came, and when Most High shut the ark, because the scriptures say that the Lord shut at the ark, man, you better believe that they was bamming on the door, trying to kick the damn door in, throwing shit at it. Noah, please, God, help me, please. But Noah couldn't do anything about it because he was out there prophesying over 120 years to get these simple ass people to wake up. But they chose to scoff, man. And it's the same thing here. Because our families, man, they don't look at us like we're the men of the Lord. Yeah, they may greet you and hug you and feed you, but the minute you leave out the door, they talking shit about you. Oh, look at this nigga. He think he's so smart now. Oh, he in that whole Hebrew Israelite coat. You know what I'm saying? He be cursing out the black woman type shit. Like, most of my family back in Chicago, that's where I'm from. Now, I'm not around them, so the peace is good. But when I go around them, it always be some shit. You know, they act like they happy to see me, but the whole time I'm out here in a whole different state, they whole focus is on me than what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I shook spots. You know, I had moved from the other spot. And nobody has my address in my family, and I want to keep it that way. So my mother thought she was slick. She called and she asked me, do I want her to send me something? I'm like, you ain't got to send me shit, man. I'm good. Send it to the P.O. box, you know? Because what they do, they watch you and they try to get information. And then they all conspire against you. And before you know it, in an hour of martial law, they point your ass out. Oh, there you go right there. You know, like, which one of you niggas is ashtray? Bam, they point right to the nigga to the right. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have our fucking best interest, man. Now, some of your parents, they may do. But I know for a fact, they ain't got my best interest, man. And I really don't give a shit. Because I ain't really got their best interest. They blew that because they chose to follow the ways of the world. And they didn't give a damn about the truth, man. You know, I was always the black sheep and the crazy, the angry one. The one that was always misunderstood. But we're going to see who's misunderstood in the days we coming. Okay? But it says, but they that had escaped of them shall escape and should be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning everyone for his iniquity, right? Because, hey, they're going to chase a lot of you out of the cities. A lot of you going to go to the wilderness. You're going to resort to these different retreats, you know, these little underground bunkers. You're going to go to your little mountain resorts. And before you know it, man, you're going to die of famine out there. Nobody's going to come to your rescue, so to speak. And the Most High, he's going to send an angel to do away with you, man. Okay? Because, hey, you've been living in your iniquity. All right? What's the next precept? Second address. Sota'ala, second address 16 to 40. It says here, "O my people, hear my word." And what's the word? The words that the men of the Lord is speaking. It says, "Make you ready to thy battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims on the earth." And we know the definition of a pilgrim is a person that moves or travels from place to place. You know, you go from here, you go to point A, point B to point Z. But in the times we living in, we ain't gonna be able to stay in our homes. Okay, we ain't gonna be able to look at that big, nice HD TV, play PlayStation 5 all day while niggas is getting gunned down in the streets, man. Like the Lord said, hey, when you see the army surrounding Jerusalem, flee ye to the wilderness, man. 70 AD. Hey, when you see the martial law troops or you get whiff of that, or the Lord give you a dream, you need to be the hell out of there, man. Don't be sitting like a sitting duck waiting for them to kick your door in, because they gonna come for us, man. And when they come for us, they gonna come hard. And the scriptures say that. They should come in as a flood. But the Lord is gonna lift up a standard. Okay, so don't get complacent. Don't get simple. Because brothers been having visions about martial law, you know, having dreams about it. And it's going to be a lot worse than what the scriptures can describe, man. Because, hey, it says they should be like madmen sparing none, man. Okay. Verses 41, it says, "And he that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away." Right. So you real estate moguls out there, you businessmen, you know, brothers out there that got small businesses, which is that's a good thing. But eventually we're not gonna be able to profit from that. You know, like I myself, I'm trying to start this little clothing business and shit, you know, like that, and you know, just keep some funds coming in. But you know, the economy shit is all fucked up. But regardless of that, that business is not gonna solidify me in that day because it's gonna be like I never had it anyway. Same thing with people that's into real estate. You know, they may sell particular commodities or whatever they may sell, you know, homes and shit. They ain't gonna be able to profit from it, man, because hey, when the dollar collapse, a lot of people is gonna lose a lot of money. Okay, because this transition between that CBDC, which is the central bank digital currency, a lot of you people, man, you're gonna lose a lot of investments, man, and you're gonna be hella mad out there. You know, you're gonna search out politicians, judges, all the people that you felt have played you, but we've been telling you the whole time that you're gonna get played. You know, and it says here, and he that occupied merchandise as he that have no profit by it, and he that builded as he that should not dwell therein. You know, building homes from the ground up, building businesses from the ground up. It's like you put you build a $3 million home and you ain't gonna be able to live in it because hey, we in those volatile times. A couple more precepts here and I'm gonna shut it down. You brothers are putting out some good precepts to water. But it says here, he that soweth as if he should not reap, so also he that planteth the vineyard as he that should not gather the grapes. And they that marry as they that should not get no children, and they that marry not as the widowers. And therefore they that labor in vain, because it's all vanity at the end of the day, bros. The jobs we working, man, the little children, the families, the shit is all vanity, man. Okay, the little so-called marriages we have on this side, you know, and for you women out there, you sisters out there, y'all need to stop playing games, man, because you got brothers out here that complain about women and they be needing wives and they want wives, and a lot of you be playing games out there. And if you in that spirit, you better stop it, because we ain't in that, well, I want this, brother, I want that. No, man, you gonna deal with whoever the spirit send to you, man, or whoever you decide to get with in the spirit. Everybody can't get the top dudes in this thing. Everybody can't get the camp leaders or the second in commands or the apostles and elders, man. It don't work that way. You got a lot of brothers in this thing, man, that need comfort and they need help. So if you available, man, you need to say something and stop playing that groupie shit, because we're not dealing with that. If you a sincere sister that follow GMS, you better not be in that spirit, man. Because if we find out you in that spirit, we gonna get you out of here. Straight up, man. So, hey, the time is now. All right? Because Yahweh Shai is getting ready to bring this fucking place down. So stop playing games, man. And talking to brothers too, man. Get serious. Get on fire for this thing. Okay? Pray. Ask to stand before the Son of Man. Ask the Lord to build you up in the spirit. You know, if you're able to do the work and you're able to go out there and teach, hey, posting precepts ain't gonna get you on no chariot, man. Get your ass out there and do the work. Study, read, do what you gotta do. Watch the videos, take notes, man. Like, and I hate to keep bringing myself up as an example. So salaki about that, because I'm not important. I'm just a vessel the Lord is using to do the work. I'm not a person that should be put on a pedestal or elevated or anything like that. It's not how we coming in, man. You know. But going back to the example, several brothers, you know, but just when I first came in the truth, I had to hunker down and really get down and study and read every single day. Like notepads full of notes and breakdowns and shit that you can always go back over, man. You know, like shit, one time I stayed in the house 5, 6 months, maybe 4 or 5 months without even touching a woman, because I had to buckle down and study, because we knew that it wasn't no GMS camps out here in Kansas City. It may have been a camp here, but it wasn't GMS. Had a couple of brothers here and there, but nothing really too solidified, you know. One brother that's still out here that's doing the work. You know, we cool, by the way. You know, the brothers out there pushing. Shalom to you if you're watching, bro. But, you know, it wasn't any great millstone camps out here. And the spirit kept saying, like, you're going to have to go out there. You're going to have to build this thing up through the spirit. And I was scared as shit, man. Brothers had to rebuke me, you know. They're like, man, nigga, stop playing for the Lord. Fuck your ass up. And the Lord fucked my ass up, so I had to get out there, man. So I know by experience, like if you playing games or if you in that afraid spirit, Lord gonna break that timid in you, man. All right, trust me. The Lord, he deals, and when he deals, he deals. So if this is in your spirit and this is something that you truly are passionate about, get out there and do the work, man. I don't give a fuck if you know 3 precepts, man. Do something, do some sit downs. You know what I'm saying? And really get into this thing. Get into it. You know, because hey, we at the doors, bro. We finna get the kingdom. We ain't gonna be out here preaching on corners when we get in the kingdom. Because all Israel gonna know who we are. Now the heathen, they gonna learn, but hey, we gonna have people set up that's gonna teach them too. But it ain't gonna be a burden, okay? Ain't gonna be waking up every morning pissed off at this society. Oh, we gonna wake up in our glory, man. So hey, get the picking while the picking is good, because now they going before Congress about legislation about ending free speech. So these videos are not gonna be readily accessible at the time. So the time to get the truth in the word is now, man. And stop playing with it. All right? Zion, the wild daughter of Jerusalem. Can't hold that thought. Where do I leave off at? Zephaniah 1:4. 1 Samuel 2:9. It says, he will keep the feet of the saints, and the wicked should be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. Right? Because hey, the elect, we're gonna be taken care of. We're gonna eat, we're gonna drink. Hey, the scriptures say we should drink and be merry. We're gonna have abundance. All right, we're gonna have life. Because when shit progresses, see, it's like this now. The saints, we're kind of on the bottom. The wicked of this world, they're up here. And sometimes when you get in your bitterness and you'll pray, you'll be mad at the Most High, because you're like, this dude or this chick just called me on my fucking name, and yet this nigga just got a raise on a job, bought 3 houses, got 5 trucks, man, had a new baby, and yet your ass get a disconnection letter for some shit you forgot to pay 2 months ago. You know what I'm saying? You get into a car wreck, insurance just laughed, job put more hell on you. You know what I'm saying? It's all types of shit, you know. But in the time coming in, the Lord is going to even the playing field, because now we're getting ready to reap the benefits of teaching his word, while the other people getting ready to sow the wickedness that they've sown. All right. And it says, and the wicked should be silent in darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. Man, that's a badass precept, bro. So all you Billy Blanks, Wesley Snipes, man, all you Jet Lees out there, hey, that ain't gonna do nothing. All you niggas out there that like to talk about guns, like you had one Jake that was out there hoarding guns worse than Esau. I mean, this nigga had a table full of weapons, man. And he had his daughter saying the Lord's Prayer, loading up a damn gun. I mean, I'm talking about guns that are level in neighborhood, but you think the Most High gonna deliver a Jake like that? Hell nah. At all. All right. GMS dedication. Shalom, brother. Psalms 55:23, it says, but thou, O power, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men should not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee. Right? And that bloody and deceitful man parabolically is going into these Edomites, man. Okay, and the pit represents the system. Okay, because if you look at the lives we live, the social security shit, you know, the bills we're paying, it's a constant pit. It's like you're trying to constantly climb to the top, but they keep kicking your head back down, man. That's ultimate hell. Okay, this is like holy hell we living in. Even Jake know that this is hell, but they still got their faith in the felon system, man. All right. Last couple of precepts. I think I'm gonna bring out this. I'm gonna bring out this precept right here, Wisdom of Solomon 5:15. It says, "But the righteous live forevermore, and their reward is also with the Lord." And what's their reward? The kingdom of heaven, the blessings of the kingdom of heaven. You know, children, life itself. Because brothers, man, we don't know what it's like to live. We never lived. You know, we don't know what it's like to experience clean, fresh air. We don't know what it's like to experience virgins as women. I mean, some of us do, but even then, with the virgins you get, they still have a whorish mindset because they've been populated or polluted by this wicked kingdom. You know, like you have a virgin and be with her, and then a couple of months, man, she's looking to deal with other people. But I thought you was a virgin, you see? But it says the righteous shall live forevermore, and their reward is also with the Lord, and their care of them is with the Most High. That's right, because we don't have the cares of this world, all right? But we got the cares of Yahweh Shai. But it says, therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom. And you got to pay attention to when the scriptures put emphasis on words, man. That word glorious is just, it isn't there to sound pretty, but glorious, that's going to be what it is. It's going to be like breathtaking, man. Like when Paul brought out the whole concept of the spirit world, he said that it was unlawful for him to utter what he seen. And then the scriptures say, like will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So the replication of the holy realm of the spirit world is going to be a replica on the planet Earth, man. The beauty of it. Because the fourth dimension, the spirit world, is beautiful, man. Okay? But and it says here, and therefore shall they receive a glorious kingdom and a beautiful crown from the Lord's hand. Okay, that's Second Esdras, the second chapter, Second Esdras, the 13. It says, for with his right hand he should cover them, and with his arm he should protect them. So we're gonna be cool, brothers, man. You know, just keep the faith. You faithful brothers out there, you few sisters that may watch, hey, keep the faith. Keep calling on the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, and hold it down until our Lord comes. But with that, I'm gonna close out and give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom and Abba Shalom.